Hey everybody, welcome to my Keller Motivational Wednesday. I was traveling. I was just not able to do my Keller Motivational Monday on Monday this week, but I thought a good topic would be better late than never because, I think it's a good topic. It's topical for me. And, sometimes we like the really awkward look. This is a specialized topic, but sometimes there's that awkward moment where you wanted to give somebody a compliment and you didn't. You wanted to say something that you didn't, and you kind of feel like you missed your chance. Maybe you didn't. Maybe it's not. Maybe you stop that person and say, you know what? I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you how much I love your dress. Maybe it's not too late. And maybe it feels extra awkward because you're having to put yourself extra out there in that moment. But maybe that makes it even more special when you give that person that compliment because they're like, oh, hey, they went out of their way. I'm not driving the car, by the way. So hey guys, it's never too late. And this is supposed to be my Keller Motivational Monday, but it's Wednesday, and isn't it better late than never? Right? Am I right? So where are you guys watching from? Bruce, you're watching Crown for Christmas right now. Oh, right, that's right, it's on. Just put yourself out there, Matt. That's right. I agree. Thank you, Wayne. Thanks, Christian. I just got back from a Hallmark Christmas party. Hallmark Channel Christmas party. Somebody else watching Crown for Christmas. Oh, do you watch the movie or do you watch this? Pam Johnson is watching Crown for Christmas for the 100th time. Brandy, it was so nice to finally meet you at Christmas Con as well. That was fun. It was black pudding. Yeah, so I was in England celebrating my 5th year anniversary with my husband Scott. We had a great time. It was a quick but awesome trip across the pond, as they say. Another person watching me on Hallmark. You're from Tennessee, Justin? I had a great time shooting in Tennessee at Dollywood last week. Was that last week? 2 weeks ago? No, that was last week. Right? Wow. Was it 2 weeks ago? It's 2 weeks ago. No, I'm done working with Dolly Parton. We are done. We've finished the movie. It's Christmas at Dollywood. It airs on Sunday, December 8th at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central on Hallmark Channel. I'll be live tweeting. Yeah, Steven? Right now, Ben, my driver, is driving me. The Hallmark Channel is so generous to hire him for me so that I can do things like this in the car. 30 years, is 30 years too late? Kathy asked. For what? For a compliment? No, not too late. To do a nice thing, it's not too late. It's funny. So in my Matchmaker Mysteries movie that aired in October on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, my character has a line. She says, it's never too late to do the right thing. Never too late to do the right thing. Karen, I hope you're enjoying the movie. Marlon asks another book. I do have another book that just came out November 12th. It's called Bath Time, Math Time Shapes. Bath Time, Math Time Shapes. And it's for toddlers, and it teaches the attributes of 2D and 3D shapes in a little bath time story. A little splashy, fun little bath time story. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? True book. I'm in Los Angeles now again. The secret to beautiful skin, Jeffrey? Well, thank you, first of all. I think it's just a really clean diet. I have moisturizers and stuff that I use. They're pretty good products, but it's really about drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of vegetables, and eating a really boring diet. I wish it were more glamorous than that. So I totally did not ask. Did I ask you where you're watching from and then didn't notice the answer because I was talking about something else? Where are you guys watching from? Australia? Arizona? Yorkville in Illinois? Salem, Massachusetts? Nice. In Edison, New Jersey, I didn't shoot any of the movie there. That's where I did Christmas Con with a bunch of my fellow Hallmark stars, and we got to meet a bunch of you guys. Somebody just asked for a kiss, and I didn't catch the name, but I will give a kiss to you all. Mwah. Is it too late to get an autographed copy of my book? Vince, I'm not really autographing the Bath Time, Math Time, Shapes books. I mean, I guess I could, but it's that slippery, shiny paper so that it's water resistant. So you can write on it with a Sharpie, but then it kind of beads up a little bit. Kind of. I mean, it's just... Roger from Nebraska, Virginia, Iowa, Arkansas, El Paso, Warminster, Louisville, Kentucky. This is... Are you on... This is Periscope, right? Wait. Yes, this one's Periscope. This is Facebook Live, and this is Instagram Live. Somebody wants me to talk about Impractical Jokers. Mommy Ryan. So are you Ryan? You're a mommy named Ryan? Or are you the mommy of Ryan? I wonder. Impractical Jokers. Oh, did I? Okay, so tonight was that episode. I've done 2 episodes of Impractical Jokers. One where I was part of the punishment for Murr because he had a big crush on me when he was growing up, and apparently he had a poster in his bedroom that he used to kiss of me, which is not strange at all. Wow. Anyway, kissing a poster, so hilarious. Anyway, so I was part of his punishment. He thought he was going to be doing a bodybuilding contest, so he's all oiled up in an American flag Speedo, and they say, okay, go out there through these doors, that's going to be your stage. He's already humiliated, goes out there, and it turns out that it's me sitting in a chair waiting to be interviewed by him. He's got these cards with questions on them, and he was so nervous and so humiliated, so genuinely humiliated for the first few minutes that I could tell he wasn't hearing anything I was saying. It was really amazing. And then, of course, I was very nice to him afterwards. But while I was on screen, the other jokers had told me, do not smile, do not make him comfortable, and no matter what you do. And that was the hardest thing, was not laughing and being like, dude, you're fine. But knowing Murr like I know him now, he's all about the show, and so he knew that it was a great punishment. And even though he was genuinely humiliated afterwards, he was like, you know what? It's like, I don't know if I was more amazed at how humiliated I was or impressed at my friends for thinking of this. And then I did that was back in 2015, I think. And then I did an episode last year where we did like a role reversal thing, and I played the guy in the muscle suit with the Speedo, and it was a big costume I was wearing. It was not me. So that was a lot of fun. So that's me talking about Impractical Jokers. The Wonder Years, I don't believe, is broadcasting, streaming. Oh, it might be on Hulu, but it doesn't have the original music. If you want the original music to be part of the Wonder Years, which is really, the music was a character in that show for sure, then you'll want to check it out on DVD. A lot of people have asked about a Wonder Years reboot. I mean, it's not going to happen, unfortunately, because Fred Savage won't have any part of it. And also, the truth is, that show was about nostalgia, bittersweet memories. So if you go back to that, then you kind of ruined that part of the show. The 1-year-old granddaughter, Frank says, which book should I get for her? Well, the new one, Bath Time, Math Time, Shapes, is a lot of fun. But the very first book I'd recommend is probably Goodnight Numbers, because that is the one that is teaching counting to 10, but it also shows how numbers live in our everyday world. So it's not like randomly, 5 cats and 6 puppies or whatever. It's 4 legs on a cat, 5 points on a star, 6 sides on a block, 7 days on the week. So it's really shows them how numbers exist in the world around them. And yes, Pammy, some things are best left alone, referring to the Wonder Years reboot. I agree. So that's what I recommend. So Goodnight Numbers. But all of my books are at mckellarmath.com. I've got books for all ages, 0 to 16, all the way through high school geometry. And my mission is making math fun and accessible and enjoyable for all ages, because it can be. Math is a language, and depending on how it's translated, that's how it comes off. So mckellarmath.com. You can find them all. Although I don't think the Bath Time, Math Time, Shapes is on that yet. I keep talking to the web designers about that, and they're having a hard time putting it on the slider button for some reason. But you can find Bath Time, Math Time, Shapes at Amazon and everywhere books are sold online. Your 19-month-old Jessica loves Goodnight Numbers. Oh, that's awesome. Goodnight Numbers helped your niece, Brandy? That's so cool. Yay. And then after they can count to 10, then 10 Magic Butterflies is the next book, because it uses 10 frames to show you. So you have these 10 flowers, and one by one they get turned into butterflies. So you have, first you have 10 flowers, and you got 9 flowers and 1 butterfly, then 8 flowers and 2 butterflies, then 7 flowers and 3 butterflies, and so on. And it teaches kids different ways of making 10. Thank you, Queen Psych something. Thanks, guys. What about for teens, Nick? Yeah, well, so for Algebra 1, which is like when you're 13, you're taking it, I have a book called Hot X, Algebra Exposed. And then for when you're in like a sophomore or a junior, depending on when you take geometry, for high school geometry, I have a book called Girls Get Curves, Geometry Takes Shape. And yes, they are aimed at girls more than boys, mostly because girls need more encouragement in math than boys do, it seems. But boys use the books all the time. In fact, I just had somebody tell me their teenage son was using Girls Get Curves and totally got past this obstacle he'd been having in geometry. Finally understood how to do math proofs, geometry proofs, and I was so happy to hear that. And speaking of better late than never in my books, just to tie the two ideas together, so the first book I wrote, Math Doesn't Suck, that is a book that is aimed at middle school kids. So it teaches fractions and decimals and percents, but a lot of adults struggle with these concepts. And this is the math you really find in everyday life. So I've quite a few adults reach out to me and say, I've used your book, Math Doesn't Suck. I just had a woman email me the other day that she is 44 years old, my age, and she's going back to school, and she got her AA degree, and she got through the math because of Math Doesn't Suck. And that was just such a wonderful, wonderful story to hear. So better late than never. If you struggled with math, and a lot of people have, then it's not too late. It's never too late to go back and say, you know what, I've always struggled with, and I just hate that I struggle with it. Fractions just bother me. And so, you know what, I want to go back and I want to conquer this fear. I'm going to get over this, especially if you've got kids who might be coming up and doing that kind of math soon, and you want to make sure that you know how to help them. Anyway, so never too late. Better late than never. Somebody asked me about geometry over here. I think it was Matt something. You still struggle with math, Annabella? Check out my books. They're not expensive. You can find them used on Amazon for just a few dollars. You use that book to help teach your first graders about the 10 frame? Oh, probably 10 magic butterflies? Oh, that's awesome, Leho. That's great. In terms of the geometry, when would you use geometry in real life? Unless you're an architect, you probably won't. However, the logical structure of a proof, going from A to B to C to D with an airtight argument, I mean, that's so useful in life, especially if you want to like be a lawyer or anything where you have to make a logical argument. You convince somebody of something. Geometry is great. It trains your brain how to think that way. Oh, I'm not the one driving, Blue Guy. Don't worry. I would never be able to do that. Stephanie, you just watched Crown for Christmas? Thank you. Cool. Oh, you guys are awesome. Am I paying too much attention? You know why? You know why, Sean? Because the light source is coming from here, and it's kind of blinding me. It's harder to, gotta work out the technology. It's harder to read these comments than it is the other two. And they also come up as smaller. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate that. You had to lay out the soccer field. Math came in handy? Oh, awesome. That's hilarious. Half of me hates fractions. The other 2/3 loves them. That's amazing. I love that. No, I do not have a self-driving car, Danielle. One of these days, I suppose. But the whole idea makes me really nervous. I'm sure in my lifetime that's going to be a thing, but hopefully not for a really long time. I did make a new Christmas movie for Hallmark this year, and this is going to be a great thing for me to end on because I do have to wrap it up. I just finished shooting my movie Christmas at Dollywood with Dolly Parton and Niall Mater, and it airs on Sunday, December 8th at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central on Hallmark Channel. I'll be live tweeting. I love this movie. Working with Dolly Parton was a dream come true. She's incredible. Anybody who ever said don't meet your idols never met Dolly Parton because she does not disappoint. she lives up to everything and more. She's so amazing, CB. It's like so incredible. Um, just like, yeah, no, she's generous, she's kind, she's gorgeous, she's so sparkly, and she just has the cutest accent ever. I mean, you just love everything she says. You love everything she says. You're like, say it again. I heard, yes, Dolly was on Jimmy Fallon. She's got so much going on. She's so empowering. Yes, Dolly Parton. Right, Ruth? I'm excited to see the movie. I've seen bits of it because I'm producing it, so I've seen parts of the edit, but it looks really good. But I can't wait to see the whole thing with the music and everything together. So thank you guys, everything for everything. Thank you. By the way, if you have one of my books, especially Bath Time, Math Time Shapes, the new one, please send me pictures, tweet them to me, or DM me on Instagram. If you do an Insta story, I might not see it in 24 hours, so it's not as reliable. But send it to me in DM or tweet it to me. I'd love to see pictures of your kids with my books. And I really, really appreciate Amazon reviews if you get a chance to do it. They make a difference, and most people do not take the time to leave an Amazon review. So I will see those if you do it, and they will be very appreciated. All right, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Thank you for all your shares, your follows, and have a wonderful, wonderful night. Mwah.